It's Dave and Darren's Top 5 Things. This really is the best that they could do.
It is summer, and we've got some summer trends. It's time for the Dave and Darren Trend Alert. Yeah, be aware. We have trends. The hottest trends for this year. What's in, what's out. Find out now with your pals, Dave and Darren. Darren, buckle up, because this is going to go pretty quick. In for summer 2026, elegant 80s power dressing, retro vacation wear, and easy breezy cuts.
From the 80s?
The camel dress is big this year. The ultimate low-effort, high-impact trend in warm caramel and earthy natural tones. They call it the camel dress.
So you look like a camel?
Polka dots are in. Micro and balloon bottoms are in. I'll tell you what's out. Pickle-flavored everything. That's done. In this year,
what are balloon
frozen
bottoms?
fruit desserts. Balloon bottoms? Other bottoms that sort of balloon at the bottom.
And pickles are no good?
Bucket hats are out this summer. Crochet everything is in.
Like with the beer cans?
Oh,
those hats?
That's a good look. That's the best look. I had
especially if you're by the pool.
I had one of those hats and I wore it every day when I was 4 years old. Schlitz crochet hat. I'd give anything to get that hat back.
Your wife could make one. Jenny could make one.
I'm gonna commission her to make one.
I'd love to have one too.
Yeah, that's a good look, but it's got to be with like old Milwaukee and Schlitz and
Olympia,
the old cans. Yeah, right. Crop tops are in this summer.
Finally,
side parts are out. Landlines are in. That's right, a phone that is connected to the wall and you can't walk around with it.
I've got one.
Facebook is cringe. Protein is king. And the hot snack for the summer of 26 is, and you're going to be very excited about this.
Am I already there?
The king!
The hot snack that everyone can't get enough of in the summer of 2026. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's day or have the worst day at work ever. I'm just telling you what I'm being told by the tastemakers.
And?
The hot snack for 2026 that people cannot get enough of is sardines.
Sure.
They call it sardine maxing, and it's all the rage this summer.
Great for you.
Sardines are having a cultural moment.
Have them on some crackers.
A symbol of affordable luxury and health. Yes, tinned fish is now the new low-fit flex. Searches for sardine breakfast on Pinterest are up 1,815%.
The numbers don't lie, and everyone knows it's a numbers game.
Last year was Sardine Girl Summer, and articles for it are back for a second year. Also back, fish-themed accessories and decor. On TikTok, there are 100,000 videos tagged #sardines. Influencers sharing recipes and sardine charcuterie boards.
Yes.
Also, people are saying sardines is skincare in a can. One wellness influencer says in a TikTok video with nearly 3 million views, and I quote, "If you say you want to glow up this year, but you're not eating sardines, what are you doing?"
You're missing out. You're not in.
Sardines are a great source of protein and omega-3 fatty acid. They're relatively inexpensive and now perceived as fancy. People cannot get enough. It's Sardine Girl Summer. Sardines for all of us this year. We're doing sardine maxing.
Sardine with yellow mustard. That's the way to go.
You think I'd like that?
It's tasty.
I don't know that I would be as interested in trying a sardine if it wasn't so trendy.
That's what you got to chase.
You know it. Also hot this summer, a look they call off-duty varsity. Athletic staples worn off the field. Also hot this year, dockside Americana, hybrid kicks, and statement shades. We are doing it this year. Also, pep rally glam is in, and pantry watch parties. Canned fish, the new low fit flex. Sardine breakfast, sardine toast, canned fish charcuterie boards. It's everywhere you want to be.
We are going to stink to high heaven this summer.
You don't cook them, right? You just eat them right out of the can?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I've never heated them up.
No?
You just, right out of the can.
Maybe with a little yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard. Yellow mustard and saltines.
So you make like a little sandwich out of it?
Yes.
Yes. So wait a minute. 2 saltines or 1? You put it on like it's a top?
Put a little bit of the sardine on and some mustard on a saltine.
That's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'm sold. I would have had nothing to do with this 10 minutes ago. But now that I know that sardines are it and we're all sardine maxing this summer, count me in.
Start your day with 2 Quad City treasures. Dave and Darren in the morning on Planet 93.9.
We are Dave and Darren in the morning. Time for another episode of Now We Got That to Worry About. This story coming to us from New York City. Keep in mind, Darren and I are, in our hearts, imaginary New Yorkers. Mm-hmm. Social media posts are showing groups of men who have nothing to do with any public works crews climbing out of manholes across the city.
They live in the sewer system?
I don't know what's going on, but people are climbing out of manholes in various Brooklyn neighborhoods, and they're not supposed to be there. No immediate arrests in these apparent trespassing incidents. Police are pursuing their leading theory that the group is scouring the system looking for valuables that get into sewage. You know, many is the time.
Phones, watches.
Yeah, right. I accidentally
rings.
Flushed a Rolex when I was going to the bathroom. That's where we're at now. People are in the sewers looking for valuable stuff.
What's the most suspicious thing that you've ever flushed down a toilet that you wouldn't desire to flush down a toilet?
I think that I have a perfect record with only flushing down things that I want to flush down.
I think I got a perfect record, too.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever accidentally flushed anything of any value. No. In fact, I'm certain I haven't. They say to make sure there's not a threat to the public, the NYPD sent their highly trained emergency services unit officers down into the sewers to make sure nothing nefarious had been left behind by these individuals.
What do you got going on down here, guys?
Nothing was found. And the City Environmental Protection Department, which manages the sewer system, also went in. They found no damage to the sewer equipment. Videos that are time-stamped. Let's see here. There's one 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday. A guy in a white shirt and shorts is seen picking up a manhole cover.
You're going to wear white into a sewer?
Well, it is after Memorial Day. He lifts up the manhole cover and then allows 7 different guys to emerge from the sewers.
It's a team.
All of them appear to be wearing coveralls or protective clothing before quickly changing into different clothes. I'm very concerned about
They sound like henchmen.
It's like, yeah.
This is something that Batman would have to battle if he was real.
I think you're right. It's Mr. Freeze down there in the sewer.
Wild.
Another video, also shot in Brooklyn, a guy in a red shirt is seen opening a manhole cover from underneath, dangerously climbing into a street with traffic. 6 people then emerge following the first guy, with at least 3 of them carrying shovels. All of them appear to be wearing or carrying headlamps. What in the world is going on? Yeah, no, they know what they're doing. We don't know what they're doing. And
Why don't we ask them?
Well, I don't know that they've been able to talk to these characters. My first fear, and I don't think it's unfounded, this could be a C.H.U.D. situation.
Oh, not C.H.U.D.
We could be looking at a real-life C.H.U.D., which, as you know, stands for cannibalistic
Humanoids?
humanoid underground dwellers. C.H.U.D.s. Is this a C.H.U.D. situation? You know, that movie took place in New York. Is this C.H.U.D. come to life? Maybe. I don't know what else it could be. We've got a real-life C.H.U.D. on our hands.
We've been relaxing on this whole C.H.U.D. situation too much.
Far too long. Far too long.
Taking it way too easy.
They said it could never happen, and now... What is more likely? That this is C.H.U.D. come to life, or people are finding Rolexes in the sewer system? Which is more likely? That's all I'm asking.
Was there ever a second C.H.U.D.?
There was, and it was a comedy that made no sense. It was called C.H.U.D. the Bud. And it's like they made a farce of the C.H.U.D. situation.
Like stand-up comedy?
No.
Now these C.H.U.D.s are doing stand-up and improv.
Now you're talking.
They've taken their underground world.
Don't you hate it when you live under the sewers and then you
the
want to eat a
stage.
person? And no, he's like a zombie. It's silly. C.H.U.D. the Bud is better forgotten about. The original C.H.U.D.
Is C.H.U.D. the Bud like his partner or his friend?
C.H.U.D. the Two.
Is it like a buddy movie with a dog?
I'm reading here from Wikipedia. C.H.U.D. 2, Bud the C.H.U.D. came out in 1989. At the start of the film, U.S. government has ordered a branch of the U.S. military to discuss tests concerning the C.H.U.D. project, which is built around the idea that enzymes taken from the sewer-dwelling creatures from the first movie can make hyper-effective killing machines in the Army. Bud Oliver, the last specimen of the experiment, who has come to be known as Bud the C.H.U.D., is hidden away in a Centers for Disease Control office in a small American town, from which a trio of bungling teenagers steal him and accidentally reawaken him doing so. Bud escapes and begins to forge an army of C.H.U.D.s.
What are the odds your name's going to be Bud when you're a C.H.U.D.?
It seems like it's not very well thought out. You know who's in that Bud the C.H.U.D. too? Is Bianca Jagger. She's one of the stars of the movie. Yeah.
Huh.
And Dr. Jewel is played by Larry Linville, who was Major Burns in MASH. Robert Vaughn's in it. It's
Robert Vaughn. You got Robert Vaughn?
Uh-huh.
This is like the entire cast of Towering Inferno.
I think you're right.
Dave and Darren in the morning on locally owned, fiercely independent Planet 93.9.
There is a moment in the 1975 classic film Jaws,
Yes.
a film that I'm ready to watch again as we get closer to the 4th of July. That is the perfect 4th of July movie, yes, Jaws?
That's a good one.
There's a moment where they're out on the open sea, and they're going to go and they're going to kill Jaws, and then Jaws shows up, and Roy Scheider's character, Chief Brody, says, you're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah, famous line.
Maybe the biggest line of that whole movie.
Probably.
How's this for a bigger boat? A gigantic, mile-long, 800-foot wide, 30-deck high ship.
30 deck high.
It's a mile long and 800 feet wide. This thing is going to cost more than $16 billion. They call it Freedom Ship, and it's going to have a hospital.
Well, that is a lot more. That would be more landmass than a lot of small towns.
That's what they're saying. Nearly a mile long, there will be 80,000 people on board the ship.
I was going to say you could have a decent-sized city.
The first floating city. Monster cruise ships of today will look like minnows next to it, they say. A floating city with 80,000 people.
And this is being made where?
Over in Europe, I guess. It will have a research hospital and enough schools, shops, and restaurants to serve a population the size of a pretty big town.
Are people going to live on it?
That's the idea. It's not a cruise ship. You will be living there. There will be homes The boat will be powered by nuclear fuel. The 2.3 million gross ton giant vessel will have homes for 50,000 permanent residents and space for another 10,000 cruisers and day visitors, all served by the crew of 20,000 people.
What?
20,000 people work on the boat, 50,000 people live there, and 10,000 people like to just hop on and off. There will be high-rise hotels, a 15,000-seat sports stadium.
What?
How are you going to play games on the open sea?
Okay.
There will be a convention center, a water park, 2 museums, and a symphony hall built on board this thing.
All right, this is just all plans for now.
Yes, it's not anytime soon. Divers will be able to swim in an enormous aquarium, which I don't quite understand because it's a boat on the
ocean. It's a boat. Why don't you swim out there?
Yeah. I guess no chance of sharks if you're in the aquarium, unless the aquarium has sharks.
Which they will.
Partygoers will dance the night away in a spacious club. A 2-story food hall will cater to residents who want to change from the wide range of dining venues. Children will be educated from elementary all the way through college, while 4 decks will be given over to commercial services, financial branches, banks, and retail.
We'll
On
see
top of the
about
boat,
this.
8 different helipads. This thing will circumnavigate the globe every couple years. It's too big to dock at any port, so the ship will have to stay in international waters, transferring passengers to and from land by a fleet of ferries.
We'll see.
They say this is a concept 30 years in the making. It has not set sail or even begun its construction, but this is something they want to do. It was first proposed back in the 90s by an engineer named Norman Nixon. Now, Norman died in 2012.
Norm Nixon from the Lakers?
Different Norman Nixon. Norm Nixon was this engineer. He came up with this idea. He died in 2012. In 2013, his blueprints were made public, and then they were mothballed again. So why are we talking about this now? Well, because Roger Gooch...
The Gooch?
The Gooch, the chief executive of Freedom Cruise Line International, has taken on a project manager, a designer, and a naval architect among a 12-strong leadership team, and he says the demand is so strong for this giant vessel. He says, quote, "We could almost justify building 3 ships."
What? 50,000 people and you have 2 food halls?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's going to work.
He says, "We feel very confident that we can put this together, but the capitalization is key."
Yeah.
Once the financing is placed, the next step would be constructing the ship in Indonesia. Beginning with the hull, it'll have to be built in pieces and then assembled offshore. They say it's going to take like 4 years to finish this thing, but the Gooch says people could start living on board midway through construction. Then all future upkeep would be carried out at sea. Hey, you want to go out on a mile-long cruise ship that's only...
It's half done?
Half done? You'll live on it. It'll be great. Quote, "Maintenance on our hull would actually be done while it's in the water every day. Even while it's moored offshore, the ship will constantly circumnavigate the globe. It never has a home port." Quote, "We're not interested in owning every barbershop, every pizza outlet. There will be a few businesses that the holding company will have an interest in. One of them would be the casino, certainly." Oh, no. Of course there's a
And
casino.
the Chuck E. Cheese.
They say by using nuclear power, they will slash carbon emissions, so it's good for the earth. We want people to come out and enjoy the floating city while it's in their area because it may not be back for another 2.5 years. What a massive undertaking this would be.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Too much.
They're going to have a soccer field. It could be used for, it says, concerts and events. Quote, "Taylor Swift came up in the discussion at one point, but I said, I don't know if we can handle that." Okay.
Oh, I see.
So that they're realistic
That's
about.
the tipping point.
This is the Top 5 Things Podcast with Dave
And Darren. Darren.
Hey, can we go back to New York for another story? Is that cool?
Back to New York.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Family mourning the loss of their dad, shocked when they went to his wake and found a stranger lying inside of his coffin.
That's not Dad.
Wait a minute. I'm certain.
Whose dad is this?
I had a feeling when we came in the room that the body in that coffin was going to be our dad. That is, after all, what we're
That's the
paying
expectation.
for, right?
I'm not paying for this.
Jose Daniel Diaz Felipe, known as Danielito to his friends and family, passed away at the age of 84. His children prepared to say a final goodbye to him on Thursday at a wake in Washington Heights. When they showed up at the funeral home, they were stunned when they found someone else lying in the casket.
That is not Danito.
Danielito. The man's son says, quote, "We opened the coffin and find another man. And they were trying to convince us for hours
Oh, no, that's him.
that he was our father." Diaz says his dad was bald, and the guy lying in the coffin had hair and was considerably taller than his dad. You know, they called him Danielito because he wasn't a big guy. He
Yeah.
was 5'3". This is a tall man with a full head of hair. No,
I'm
that's
not
your
paying for a coffin this size.
that's your dad.
It's him. He
Yeah.
had hair.
Family tried to get answers from the funeral home because there's two things. One, this isn't our dad. Also, where's our dad?
And who is somebody else wants this guy, maybe?
You would hope.
Isn't anyone else going to show up for this guy?
He says, the son says to News 4 there in New York, quote, "They say that they found in the same week they got another person with a similar name. We don't know where our father is right now." So
Well, how many
you lost our dead dad?
how many places could he be? Where do you put him?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions here. This is not the first time a family member has accused this particular funeral home of pulling something like this. NYC Department of Consumer and Worker Protection sued the funeral homes after getting nearly 50 complaints
This has happened 50 times?
about the condition of the remains of loved ones and misrepresenting or concealing the prices of services offered. 2024, the funeral home settled a lawsuit agreeing to pay $600,000 to clients and pay another $100,000 in civil penalties. Diaz said the funeral home told him that dad's remains are now at the company's main office in the Bronx. Quote, "They say that they cremated him, but we don't know for sure if that's our father."
Listen, it's the thought that counts.
You cremated him?
We didn't even agree to that.
No. That wasn't the plan for Danielito.
I didn't burn anything.
Well, my mistake.
Dave and Darren in the morning. You're listening to their top 5 things. 'Cause I'm feeling glorious.
That is Nurd-D, who will be at Alternating Currents this August right here in downtown Davenport. He joins us now on the magic screen. Nurd-D, welcome to the show.
Yo, thanks for having me.
We're kind of at a disadvantage here because we just moved into these new studios right where you're going to be performing this summer, and we don't have the cameras hooked up. So we were able to see Nurd-D while he was enjoying Glorious. He couldn't
Right.
see us.
Oh, yeah?
And I loved Nurd-D. Do you go by Matt or Nurd-D, by the way? What
I go
do you...
I go by either. It's like Spider-Man in the Avengers movie. Like if we're using our made-up names, Nurd-D is just fine, but Matt is cool.
So Nurd-D was bopping along to the tune, and I have to say, I've only just become introduced to your music after your announcement on the Alternating Currents bill. I've only been aware of it for about 10 days or something. I've spent a lot of time listening to Nurd-D, and I got to say this, and I hope you'll take this the way that I mean it. It is impossible for me to listen to your music, Nurd-D, and not have a big, dopey grin on my face.
I'm glad to hear that.
I mean, it's just,
I'll tell you what's glorious.
Yeah.
The fact that we're singing about chicken salad.
I did.
I mean, if we can work that into every song,
You
now
know-
we're on to something.
You know what? The first
You
time.
know what? Easter egg, it is in every song. You just have to look for it.
All of his
Yeah,
songs
right.
are about chicken salad.
The truth is out there. You got to hit the little X-Files button.
I knew the first time I listened to it, I said, Darren's going to love the chicken salad
Well,
line.
did you see me perk up?
Oh, I did. I did. So, Nurd-D, let's introduce everybody to Nurd-D. Nurd-D is from the Twin Cities, or as he says in one of his songs, the land where doves cry.
Yes.
Up there in the Twin Cities. How long have you been doing this?
I have been doing Nurd-D since 2018.
And the scene up there is, I mean, there's so much great music, obviously, that has
It
come
is.
out of Minneapolis. What would you say? I mean, Prince is probably a pretty big influence, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, major influence. I have been listening to Prince my whole life. Stevie Wonder is actually a huge influence as well. We talk about hip hop. We got from all over. One of the cool things about being from the Midwest, and you guys know this, I say all the time, we're sort of like the staying power of music. I say a lot, like the coast, they're used to breaking people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Someone comes up, they're super cool. Oh, that's great. They have a song. We never hear from them again. If you make it to the Midwest, you are established. You're for real, because it takes a while to get to us. So, like, I have music influences from all over the world, really. And so it's what's one of the things that makes Minnesota and Midwest music so interesting.
I have a theory about living in Minneapolis, and I need you to dispel this or
right.
reinforce it. And it's okay. You go to a concert. There's an act coming to town, a national act, and you are dying to see the show. And it
Yes.
seems to me that all of them feel the need to do a Prince cover when they're there performing in Minneapolis. And one, as a Prince fan, you know he was not crazy about people covering his music.
No.
And two, it's like they always do either Purple Rain or Let's Go Crazy. Like the man
Yep,
released 20 plus albums. Pick something else.
And he didn't.
I want a starfish and coffee.
There it is.
People are sleeping. I have heard some Raspberry Berets.
Okay.
I have heard some Raspberry Berets, and I think if anybody is like going to do something with the Twins, our baseball team, I think I've heard people do Little Red Corvette because the Twins use that as their amp up song.
Okay.
So like there is you have to know ball though. In order to be able to get that, you have to know ball because people usually just do Doves Cry, Purple Rain. I don't even hear Doves Cry. I just hear Let's Go Crazy. And
Did
Purple
he
Rain
not
a lot.
want people to cover his songs because he thought they couldn't do it as well as him?
That's absolutely why.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it was true.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, in
I can
fairness,
understand
like,
that. Oh, you're going to
it-
butcher this thing.
Prince kind of had it on lock. Oh, you know what? I have 1999 is also a big one.
Okay, yeah, but I think
but those
when
were
you
all
said
radio
Starfish and Coffee, I knew we were going to be best friends.
I'm saying I'm talking about like people who know ball. Who
Yes.
know
Give me Girls and Boys or When You Were Mine or Controversy or
Come on.
just something different.
So, Nurd-D,
I want to adore you. I want to adore you to come out. I love that song.
Nurd-D, how did you get involved with alternating currents? How does that work? Did they reach out to you? Do you reach
Yeah,
out to them?
I got reached out to. They were like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of this thing? Like, we're having this whole thing." And I was like, this looks dope. I'm in."
Oh, it is dope.
I'm real easy to find. I'm like Cody Rhodes. I'm real easy to find. Like you could get me for a show. So I'm really excited to be there.
Now,
you're gonna love it.
We were talking about covering Prince. You'd have a couple of different EPs where you do covers in addition to the original stuff that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And the covers that you do fascinate me. In particular, your Billy Joel stuff, the Uptown Girl.
Thank you.
You want to talk about taking a song and reinterpreting it in a way where it sounded like it was your own thing. Help me understand what goes on when you're putting out like some of the covers, and are those covers part of the live Nurd-D experience?
So yeah, we do a little bit of everything, especially when we got the Friendly Neighborhood Spider Band with me. We have a little bit more room to be like kind of whimsical with our musical selection. One of my favorite things about covers is doing them in a way that's different than the way it's done before. I think the only group of songs that I think you can sing like just like straight up no chaser like that, probably like the Beatles. Those are the only ones that I'd probably be like, you could just probably do it the way they did it. But like, other than that, I love to move things around. It's a lot of fun. I think the first I started listening to BBC Radio 1 when I was like younger.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to hear a lot of the covers that they would do on there, and they'd be real different than how the songs were going. And I think it's just because you get people from different cultures from across the world, and they're like interpreting these songs with their own cultural practices and stuff. And I'm like, I like that. That seems like a lot of fun to me. So I try to do things differently so you can have another experience with the song.
It seems like, as I mentioned before, joy is an ingredient in almost everything that you do musically.
Yeah.
What is it that makes you happiest?
Oof, wow, what a question for 2026. What is it that makes me happiest? I mean, the answer that I'm sure if I had a publicist they'd want me to give would be my family. That's true. My friends, that's true. But I think what makes me happiest really is when I see someone like their eyes open to the truth that they are enough. A lot of times you find that in family and friends. That's why those things are so important, because that's the truth. Like you feel that unconditional love. But sometimes when you're at a concert, right, and you're doing a song and you look at someone's face and they're just enjoying their life for a moment and not being weighed down by all the nonsense that's going on, that makes me so happy because it feels like I'm doing something to help.
Now, do you do that when you're performing? If you kind of lock in on somebody, do you go ahead and if they're really having a good time, do you go ahead and just stay with that person?
It kind of depends. I'm a little weird because I'm a little weird about eye contact.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like people, I'm actually naturally pretty shy. This is me. I had a work day, so like I'm just kind of doing it. But so even when I'm in a show, I'll catch a glance of someone like really enjoying themselves, and then when I see them looking at me, I'll like look at somebody else.
Okay, so you won't lock in on them.
So I try not. Not to. Sometimes we have a moment, and I'm learning also for myself as a performer. I'm learning to like feel safe in that moment, and it's like, hey, this person's vibing with you. It's okay to vibe with them.
No, I think it absolutely would be the way to go.
And see, I imagine too that you're probably, I'm going to put myself in Nurd-D's head. Like, okay, before you even sung a note, before you even played anything for us, I imagine you look out at the crowd, and if there's people with like Silver Surfer t-shirts or then okay, these are my folks.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Oh, yeah. Dungeons and Dragons, comic books, professional wrestling. I see a lot of Sonic t-shirts at my shows. Like if you're into stuff like this, you're going to get a lot of my references, number one.
Right.
But like you're going to have a lot of fun. And at least I'll know that there's some people in the crowd. I have a song called 20 Cha that's all Dungeons and Dragons references. And I can tell who plays from the people who are just dancing and the people who will stop dancing to laugh at something I've said.
Now, Nurd-D, do you realize that part of the festival here incorporates, they have professional wrestling here?
Yeah, that's part of alternate.
I know. I'm very excited for the professional wrestling. I am a professional wrestler myself.
No kidding.
Yes, I have wrestled with First Wrestling over here in the Twin Cities, and then I've also wrestled with Madhouse Wrestling in Iowa.
Oh wow!
Now, do you know where you're performing when you get here as to what venue, or have they not set that up yet?
I think I'm trying to remember what the stage was. I think that is still, if it's somewhere here on my sheet, I know it, but okay. I don't have it off the top of my head.
Darren, we might be asking something that they don't want us to announce yet.
Ooh, you know what? That's also true.
Yeah.
I also don't know that.
I don't want to get in any trouble with the alternating currents.
I'm at the stage that's going to be the most fun.
Well, I imagine that's every stage that you are on.
Exactly. So who knows where it's going to be?
I can't wait to see you live, Matt, because honestly, as I mentioned, it just, your music makes me so happy as a nerd, but just also as someone who just, the joy that comes through the speakers, and it doesn't take long. I mean, 20 seconds into one of your tracks, it's like, you know what? I'm pretty happy right now. And to be able to pull that off, as you mentioned, when things are not going, great for a lot of different reasons, it's a testament to your talent and to what you bring to the stage and your recorded stuff. Before we let you go, will DJ Hayes, your collaborator, will he be joining you at Alternating
Oh yeah,
Currents?
DJ Hayes is coming in tow. We riding in. We're really excited.
Cannot wait to see you perform here in August for Alternating Currents, and we'll be playing, I imagine, a lot of your music, not only up until the festival, but probably from now on. Nurd-D, what a treat it was to talk to you and to meet you, and we can't wait to see you at Alternating Currents this year.
Thank you so much for having me. It's dope. I'm super excited. Alternating Currents is going to be dope.
Thanks, Matt. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
That's Alternating Currents again, which is happening in August 13th through the 16th, right? Does that make sense?
I think that's correct.
And it's going to happen right here in downtown Davenport, not far from our brand new studios on Motor Row.
There you go, that's the end. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and join us soon for another Dave and Darren's Top 5 Things.
Let's get real. Everyone, have a great day.